Hello and welcome back to the Cars Ireland YouTube channel. Now, as you will know from the thumbnail of this video, I'm about to go collect a very special car. We only have it for 24 hours and that is the Kia EV6 GT. Right, so just arrived at Kia to collect the EV6 GT. As you can maybe tell, it is very wet at the minute. We have 220 kilometers of range and 68% battery as it stands. Now this wet weather is not ideal because the EV6 GT has 580 horsepower and 740 Newton meters of torque. Yeah, not ideal in this weather. So this is off the cuff as to what I'm actually going to do here today. So I'm going to head on the motorway, head home about 80 kilometers, and we'll start with a little range test. So I'll see you soon.
CarsIreland.ie. Click, click, vroom, vroom.
Right, so just completed my 80 kilometer journey and we are down to 134 kilometers of range. And 42% battery. So pretty accurate. So this is going to be a very quick look around the outside. This press car is in Moonscape Grey and it is a cool paint look, kind of a matte grey. Now Kia Ireland are having trouble sourcing that for any cars in 2023, so I think your options are blue, black and white as far as I remember, but this one not an option at the minute. The tyres are just the 21 inches. Front tyres are 255/40 and those massive neon green calipers. Huge calipers, good braking power. Love the headlights. Doesn't look massively different from a standard car. You know, there's subtle differences. There's, I think, a different bumper, some side skirts, bit of aero on the back, but it's not a huge departure from the standard car, the GT line. Big aero on the back. Those massive tyres. I think the tyres on the back might be a bit wider. Oh no, 255. And teeny calipers this side. And there is your 480 litre boot. So we have access to the full 585. Oh, that's mad from a Kia at the minute. I'll just ease out nicely here and plant the foot. Yeah, it's quick. It is quick. Oh, mother of God. Yeah, so 585 PS is through four-wheel drive system. Gets you moving pretty lively. 0 to 100 is 3.5 seconds. So like supercar challenging numbers. Crazy numbers from a Kia. You can feel it in your eyeballs. Now, I did point out those drive modes earlier on that you can press on the steering wheel. So you have Eco, Normal and Sport. And on most cars you don't really notice different modes. It's all pretty samey. But on this, I've really noticed it, and that's because it actually reduces the power considerably. So in Eco mode, Normal mode and Sport, they're all different. But then when you press the lime green GT button here, you get that full 585 PS on tap. It's a very comfortable car. It cruises very comfortably. And I suppose that is the point. It is a GT. You're talking grand touring. It's maybe not a sports car, not something you'd put on track, something to eat up the miles easily and very comfortably. Now, speaking of grand touring, range is obviously very important in that case. And the quoted WLTP range is 424 kilometers. Based on our test here today, you're talking somewhere in the 300s is more likely. We're on a more tighter, narrow back road now, and it handles the weight really well in transitioning from like left to right, and body control is really well managed. The only time you really do notice the 2,000 kilogram weight under braking. You do feel the weight under braking, especially at higher speeds. but like it maneuvers quite well around corners. It's nimble enough for what is a sizable car. Like when you're parking it up, it feels like a big car. Yeah, that's good. That is good. And that suspension is really well judged. I can't complain about it too much. Now we're on a really bobbly road here, and you can feel the suspension on that part where it's that really nibbly tarmac. You do notice it. Right, what else do I want to talk about? I don't know, but I'm just gonna go on a slip road now. Slip road, slip road, slip road. 3, 2, 1, go! It just lifts and pulls you. It's got a good noise as well. It's real sci-fi noise off the back. You can hear it. I hope you can hear it on the camera, but I'm not sure. It's like whoop, and it's appropriate for how fast it is. Sorry, I don't want this to turn into just like boom, go. But that's what it feels like it might be doing. Go back to eco mode. And it feels like a different car. It feels like a more normal electric vehicle with a more standard power. Wind noise is probably a bit higher than you'd like for a Grand Tour. It is a bit windy. I've been called that myself, don't worry. And a lot of that can be just because there is no engine noise, that you do notice all the other road and tyre and wind noises a bit more in something like this. But when you have that big rolling resistance on those big tyres, you're going to hear it, you're going to know about it. Pricing is not confirmed yet by Kia Ireland, but I was told it's in around the €85,000 mark, give or take. So look, it's not cheap, but for that kind of power and this kind of practicality as well, you can't forget that it's a very practical car. It's a lot of car. To be fair, this is silly. This is totally silly. But I'm so glad they did, because it's lunacy. It's absolute lunacy, this thing. So I have some notes here while I've pulled in for a sec. So the front motor has 218 PS and the rear motor has 367 PS. The battery is 77.4 kilowatt hours, and as I said, range is 424 kilometers. That's not likely, and given your right foot will be very excited a lot of the time, it'll be quite a bit less than that too. I will need to charge this later, so it might be dark when we get back to this. I'll chat to you then when we're charging. Right, so it is 7:30 Thursday night. It goes back tomorrow morning, and I need to sort of charge. In my town there is only one fast charger, a 150 kilowatt hour charger. There's a couple of 50s, and I went to charge on the higher 150 one, and that was taken on a Thursday night at 7:30. It shows you demand is growing. The EV6 can actually charge at up to 350 kilowatts. I'm having to settle for 50. So we are charging at 49 kilowatts, hour 19 to get full. I might just take it to 80. But that shows you demand is out there for chargers, and we just don't have them here in Ireland yet. So as you can see, it's quite dark now, and we've just hit 80%, and that took about 40 minutes at 49 kilowatts. Reliably, it stayed at 49 for the full duration. Not quite the 350 that the EV6 can handle, and in theory you could go from 10 to 80% in 18 minutes. Not quite what I've experienced. Right, it's the morning after and I'm dropping the Kia back. I was hoping to sort a charge, but once again the charger is taken. So demand for EVs is definitely up and we need more chargers. But while I'm here, I'll show you the interior. The seats are bucket seats with a GT badge on them there, if you can see that. And the lime green stitching. They look really good, look at them. They are nice. Space in the back is really good, loads of legroom, and again, Alcantara leather seats, green stitching too. The console here in the middle sort of floats. There's like space underneath, see? All flat. USBs, 12 volt chargers, wireless phone charging pad, gear selector, heated seats, heated steering wheel, There's the on button. You have the big screens. 12.3 inch. Running right across and up here. That panel chops and changes between aircon and quick buttons back to certain menus. Steering wheel. GT mode. Oh, drive modes. Big steering wheel, big chunky steering wheel. More lime green stitching. Yeah, I mean it looks good. Cool design on the dash too. Your GT badge, just in case you forget. You have all your EV info here. So I'm on 234 kilometers of range with 72% battery. EV info, weather, media, nav, climate, all that good stuff. Okay, I'll see if I can get a charge if Mr. Man in ID4 leaves up there, but I doubt it, so I might be dropping it back with smaller range than expected. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time on the Cars Ireland YouTube channel. If you want to search for over 45,000 cars for sale in Ireland today, please click on the link above, and we'll see you again next time. Bye!